Hey everybody, Rob Vino here, WagerTalk.com, WagerTalk TV with your free selection with analysis today. We're going to take a look at Saturday's college football game between Duke and Tulane. Got a strong feeling on this one here. Going to give you the full analysis, going to give you the selection here on this in this particular YouTube short video. First, like to ask everybody if you like the free selections with analysis provided here by WagerTalk handicappers each and every day. Go ahead and click the like button. It helps us out. Click subscribe. Join the 215 plus thousand people who have already subscribed to WagerTalk TV. If you have a comment on this particular game, Duke at Tulane, or any other college football game this weekend, drop it in the comment section. I try to get to those as quickly as I can. Let's get into it now. Duke at Tulane. The Duke 26-point loss last week to Illinois. It looks a lot worse than maybe it really was. What was brutal for Duke in that game was the 5 turnovers they committed. Those 5 turnovers resulted in 21 Illinois points. It's almost the difference in the entire game. They lost by 26. They gave up 21 off of turnovers. 4 of those turnovers, including the one that they had on downs, they all occurred in Illinois territory, at the Illinois 18, at the Illinois 29, at the Illinois 32, at the Illinois 39. So Duke driving most of the game, turning the ball over, not something that happens every single week. The Blue Devils had 438 total yards worth of offense. Illinois only had 419, so Duke outgained them. Duke threw for 356 and actually averaged 7 yards per play against what's considered to be a top-tier Illinois defense. So good news for the Duke offense in that one, despite the final score. Tulane, on the other hand, they showed a few defensive liabilities in their game against South Alabama last week. The Sun Belt entrant got to Tulane a little bit and almost pulled that game off. Wound up being 33-31 Tulane final. The Green Wave allowed 421 total yards in that game. That's a ton of yardage to South Alabama. And I think the concerns are that it was evenly dispersed. 190 on the ground given up by Tulane, 231 through the air. Again, just a 33-31 victory as a 13.5-point favorite. So a team that was up 33-17, which Tulane was, held on for dear life, 33-31 final. South Alabama in that game had 4 touchdown drives of 75 or more yards, between 75 and 80, 4 touchdown drives. Those are long drives, not good news for the Tulane defense. And those results might indicate that their week 1 strong defensive performance against Northwestern might be more due to Northwestern ineptness on the offensive side of the football. Maybe Northwestern was just incompetent against a top-notch foe. Tulane took advantage. I think to their credit, you would look at Tulane and say, well, they've already forced 7 turnovers. They forced 5 in that Northwestern game, 2 more last week. So the defense has been coming up with some big plays. Let's take a final look at this one. The immediate look at the turnover margins between these two teams. You see Tulane +6 in turnover margin. You see Duke -6. That's a 12 turnover gap. And your first thought is, turnovers are a lot of times random. And those numbers are subject to change at some point. Another way to look at this game would be that these are 2 excellent quarterbacks. Darian Mensah for Duke, the ex-Tulane quarterback coming back home. Tulane, Jake Retzlaff, the ex-BYU quarterback who's led this Tulane offense to 2 really good performances thus far. It's a homecoming here for Mensah. Again, he quarterbacked the Green Wave last year. He'll be pumped up, ready to go to have a strong performance. The Tulane coaching staff knows him. They don't necessarily know him inside this Duke offense, so it'll be interesting. They've got a couple of games of game tape, obviously, but some things will be different that Manny Diaz's team shows rather than what Mensah did at Tulane. The 4 games combined between these 2 teams this season, they've each played 2. Final score totals have registered 62, 64, and 64 points. It could be that the best units on the field are the offenses in this case, and the number of 53.5 is a bit too low. So I could make a firm case for Duke as the underdog in this situation, and betting money has flowed their way. I think you could also make a firm case that 53.5 is too low, the way these 2 teams are playing offense right now. and the way these two teams have allowed 400 plus yard games already this year. I'm going to lean slightly stronger that way. It's going to be your free play for today. It's going to be the Duke Tulane game over 53.5, full game total over 53.5. On the way out, I'd just like to make everybody aware of the Wager Talk special going on this weekend, the Weekend Warrior Football Special. You can get every play I release Saturday, Sunday, and Monday night. It includes any 5% blue chip that gets released here. You get all 3 days for just $49, regularly $108. So you're getting more than 50% off on this 3-day deal. Every football play Saturday, every football play Sunday, and the Monday nighter. Just $49. Pick up your package at WagerTalk.com. For now, this is Rob Vino saying good luck with all your plays. We'll see you next time on Wager Talk TV.